More lunch break.
Hey everyone, we have a very special episode today.
We have a very special guest, Remi.
Hi!
Welcome back to Wong Fu.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
Today's episode is also brought to you by Squarespace. We use Squarespace here. I think you guys would really enjoy it. You should check them out.
First time we met actually was on the shoot. Is this a date?
Good times.
That was your first time acting too, right?
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was good.
Thank you.
All the comments were like, Remi. For those of you guys that don't know, Remi is, an amazing vlogger, DIYer, lifestyle, everything life guru.
Oh, wow.
She inspires people. She has a really intense Instagram of really cool photos.
Thank you.
And Jen does too, actually. And
So aesthetic.
yes, so aesthetic. And, whenever I see really nice photos from fashion bloggers or Instagram girls or even guys too, I'm always like, who's taking the picture? And a lot of times it's like they're boyfriends or something, right?
I feel like there's a lot of training that goes into it though.
Like
Like a boot camp.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Should be.
There should be like a boyfriend boot camp of how
There's
to
some money behind that.
take pictures for your girlfriends.
The guys won't even go voluntarily. They'll be forced to go.
Yeah.
I definitely have been on trips where I have seen other couples taking pictures, and the girl was like, "Oh, take it again. Oh, take it again. Oh, take it again."
Lower,
Yeah.
lower, higher.
What I tend to do is have the other person stand there first, where I would be standing, and then I angle it myself and hold it right here.
Oh. I get offended sometimes when I show the picture to the girl,
Yeah.
and they're like, and I'm like, You can always tell when a girl likes a picture of themselves. Like,
Is it me or is it you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah.
they can't hide it. It's like one of those things when you get a gift and you have to go, oh, I love it.
Oh, there's a receipt.
All right, so what else do girls wish guys already knew or already were on top of? That girls have to deal
Let me
with.
pull up my list.
You made a list?
Same.
Oh, man.
This isn't I guess the dating relationship scheme of things.
Okay.
I wish guys would do more of the little things. Because I feel like people focus a lot on the big gestures,
Oh my gosh.
buying dozen roses,
Yeah.
nice dinner, but it's cute little things like write a little note or
Even just
know?
good morning. I'm
Yeah.
my standards are down here right now.
Wait, just a good morning?
Yes.
Oh,
that.
the good morning text or something.
Yeah.
Oh. You want to be the first thing they think of.
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Once you have the big things, you want the little things.
Let's be honest, I think everyone wants it all, right?
There's a balance, right?
I feel like in the beginning, the little things really matter.
Okay. Actually, this is a good tip to guys because if you wait for the big things, then those big things better be really freaking good.
Yeah.
And the expectations are going to be even higher.
Yeah.
But if
You're
you
doing
can
it to yourself.
Right? Don't dig yourself into a hole that you have to climb out of with a big gesture. Just take the little wins,
Good morning texts and little notes.
What else?
Text her first. I don't like texting guys because I don't want to bother them. And in my head, they'll talk to me if they want to talk to me.
Whoa, I
That's
don't know
what
about this one.
Is that? Okay, yeah, I want to hear a guy's
Okay.
perspective.
I feel like on the other side, the guys are thinking the same thing. We're like, oh, I don't want to seem like I'm a creep, or I'm thirsty. Ultimately, this just comes down to a issue of two people not sure if they like each other.
If a guy plays hard to get, I'm chasing him. But then if a guy is texting me all the time, I'm like, ugh, stop, leave me alone.
So then what you're asking for
I know,
is like
it's so bad.
it's self-destructive. Oh, I really like this guy. I wish he would text me first. He texts you first. Oh my God.
There's
And then don't text ever again. Text first and then just
Oh yeah,
find a
yeah.
way.
Text
Fine.
first, yeah.
there's a fine line between texting too much
Right.
and then texting the perfect amount
Sure.
and not too or not enough.
I'm not the type to initiate. I feel like it is lately the situations I would have to text first, but that literally kills my soul. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta burn my phone after that.
I think this is nice to hear because I think most of the time, even in media, it's always the guys freaking about what to say. But then I guess girls are wanting to say something too, and then they have the same feeling. What would it take for you guys to text a guy first?
Oh, I do it all the time.
So this is coming from a place of I do already. I wish guys would.
I wish
okay.
guys would.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for
Dang, so
every
you're ballsy.
5 times I let him text me, I'll text him. Because I do, in a perfect world it should be 50-50, but it's just I'm oh, maybe he doesn't like me, maybe I'm bothering
I
him if
see.
I talk to him right now.
Would you say go with your instincts then to guys to text first?
I think it wouldn't hurt.
And then let her decide how to respond.
Yes.
But, okay. So girls still want a guy to text first. Great. Nothing has changed in the last 100 years.
I don't know if it's universal, but I feel like girls overanalyze like every little move that the guy they're interested in makes, especially with texting.
Okay.
Like, what does this mean? There's a period. Oh my god. Smiley emoji. No smiley emoji.
Oh, it's lowercase L's. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing?
Lowercase LOL.
This is what texting has done to us, is that you can't really tell inflections all the time. But emojis should help with that, right?
What's too many versus just normal? Like, you know what I mean?
The wink emoji.
I think you just need one face to establish your mood of the text. But once you like start trying to tell stories, or like you don't actually want to write words, then that's bad, right?
Yeah, I think so. It depends on what emoji. You know, the one that's like with like the water drops and the 100. That's when you're like,
Wait,
no.
wait. The fuckboy emojis are the 100, that face.
Too many
the
hard eyes.
hard
Too
eyes.
many hard eyes.
Oh, that's a good point, because like if they were a little more nervous to talk to you, they wouldn't be so forward with like hard eyes.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Fuckboys can.
Just sprinkle it in there.
They just got it. They're just like, I like you, I like you, I like
Yep,
you, I like
exactly.
you. Oh.
Hard eyes for everyone. Yeah. You know?
You get a hard eye. You get a hard eye. All right, so don't use too many emojis, especially not the 100
Yeah, not the 100.
and not the hard eyes.
No water droplets.
Okay.
That's just thirsty.
Yeah, no liquids of any kind.
I don't know if I want guys to know this, but for you, are your friends like the co-authors of
I was thinking about this last night.
your text?
If you look through my group chat with my YouTube, like Asian Girl Squad, it's just like screenshots of what do I say? How about now? What do I say here? What do I do this? How about now?
Oh, I didn't know that. So if you start talking to someone on an app, it's very likely that there's multiple people contributing to their messages.
Completely.
Oh, I see. I didn't.
Do guys do that too? I wasn't on dating apps. Do guys show like, oh, look at what this girl said. What do I say?
I don't think so.
I didn't.
I feel like guys are more ashamed, not ashamed, but like more, they want to hide
They want to
their
keep it
feelings,
close. They want to
right?
keep it close.
Until
right?
like it's a legitimate thing.
Right.
I feel girls
Or
like,
may-
want it to go right. And they're like, ooh, what's the perfect response
Right.
to say to this situation?
Or maybe like guys feel like, oh, I don't need to ask for help. I got this.
Yeah,
right?
like an
It's
entitled
It's like
sort
a
of thing.
pride thing
Yeah.
too. We're like, oh, like my game is good enough.
Right,
Whereas
right.
girls are like, ah!
Yeah.
exactly.
I think that might be it.
Oh wow.
Or if I don't have someone help me talk to them, then after I tell them, I read every single message to about 50 different people.
And then you guys will analyze where it all went wrong.
Exactly.
Well, once again, here's a spreadsheet. So, right around this 100 emoji that you replied back with is probably where you lost him.
You can't really read guys' intentions through text message, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Avoid emojis, certain emojis, and don't be so plain.
I don't know if this is good, but I pay attention to like how they talk about their family, especially their mom. Especially like how they talk about them, or just like stories and things. I really.
Specifically their mom. Because that is a reflection of the woman in their life.
If they've got an older sister, then you know.
That is
You
better?
get points.
Oh, really?
You get points, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have one older sister.
Yeah. You got lucky.
I guess so. I didn't even know that I had this special power.
Or I guess a younger sister too, because they're protective of the
Right,
younger
right.
sister. My brother's protective of me, but I'm older. How about you? Are you an only
I
child?
have a younger sister.
Oh yeah, see.
And he was not protective.
I mean, but I have it. Like, you didn't say how to talk about them, right? Like, you were just saying, as long as they do talk about them, right?
No.
We found a loophole.
No, that's a good point. I've had previous girlfriends make note of like, oh, the way you talk to your mom is kind of mean sometimes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I never realized that. Well, not mean, but just like very short,
Yeah.
impatient, you know?
Yeah.
And they'll call me out on that. I was like, oh shit, I never even really noticed that. So,
I'm glad other girls do it too.
yeah.
I guess it shows like they have potentially two different personalities, and it's like who's the real you?
Oh my gosh.
Like you're this person with your family, and this with me. It's like
I see.
I definitely agree that there's a tricky thing about guys is that they could have two different sides to them. Like when they're with the girlfriend, like I've definitely had friends where it's like when I see them with their girlfriend, they're one way, and then when they're with the boys, it's another.
That's bad.
And if I was that person's girlfriend, I would be like, oh my god, like why can't you just be like consistent
Yeah.
throughout, right? So I try to be consistent, but like I definitely have seen that, and I don't think it's as bad as with girls.
I guess it's kind of related to that. My friend told me something. She said, quote, I hate when guys front and try hella hard.
Ooh, they don't know though. They
That's
don't
such
know
a blurry line.
Oh, sorry, was showing vulnerability.
I have the
Yes.
word vulnerable written in mine as well.
You're saying that some guys try too hard.
Trying too hard to hide that vulnerability. Like they're fighting
They're fronting.
it. Yeah,
Like,
they're fronting.
we don't have that problem here at Wong Fu. Have you seen our videos? No vulnerability problem here. What would be a tip for them to like open up more, be more vulnerable?
I'm gonna go all orientation leader
Okay.
on you guys. But I remember when I was doing orientation and stuff for like the first years, they're really intimidated and don't want to talk to you. So in order to get them to open up that deep feelings, like you have to share your own, thing. So it's kind of like you get what you give.
Yeah, but there's a lot of situations where you're vulnerable, but the guy doesn't
Yes.
reciprocate.
Yeah.
So that's on the guys to acknowledge when you see a girl opening up, and then that's your cue
To-
open
it's
the
okay,
door
yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah.
let some out.
Just like a crack, just a little bit, just ease into it.
Ease into it. That's good. I think that's just good advice for men to have. So
It's a social cue thing.
yeah.
I have one last one.
Okay.
I feel like this is pretty universal, but me and my friends get really annoyed when a guy attributes your moodiness or, like little attitude to your period.
Oh,
Are you on your period right now?
Oh.
Like, what's wrong with you?
I've never had that, but I would be like, yeah.
That's pretty bad.
I feel like that's very juvenile. I feel like people did that in like high school or college or something, but it's like you're an adult now. And
But I think they pass it off as a joke, like teasing, but then it still comes off as like offensive in a way. Like, did you really just say that?
yeah, that's pretty
That's
bad.
like them not taking responsibility.
Definitely when a girl tells me that they're going through it or like they have cramps, I'm like super try to be nice or attentive. It's something that guys know how to go through, and you don't have to deal with it. Like, let us help you through.
Sure. I think like wait for the girl to announce
course, yeah,
that
yeah.
she is on it.
Yeah.
I think
You
that,
get the tracker on your phone so you can track it for
that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
If you keep track of it, then you just know like these certain days just like be a little nicer.
Right. But I think don't assume.
Sure.
That's where it goes wrong.
I'm definitely not just always saying like, oh, she's on her period, I better be nice to her. Like, if she's open to like letting people know, then of course be sensitive to that and like let her like do what she needs to do, right?
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about periods, different types of periods this episode.
That's a good way to round it out. We started with it, and just like an actual punctuation, that'll be the end of this conversation.
So that was a fun episode. I feel like I learned a lot.
I think a lot of people watching might have learned a lot too.
Uh-huh.
You guys did a public service for a lot of the guys and girls out there to like let those boys know. Thank you for sharing your guys' insight. Guys, take notes.
And if there's more things you want us to know, guys to know, leave in the comments below.
Yeah. Hey, and maybe we should do an episode of On the Other Side.
We can tell you guys what we want you guys to know.
Once again, special thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this episode. We actually made our website with Squarespace. Have you guys even seen our website? You guys should definitely go check it out.
Yeah, so it's an all-in-one platform. They have a bunch of templates, and they have an award-winning 24/7 customer service.
You can get a domain there, or you can even transfer a domain from somewhere else. So whether you're building a website or a store, do it through Squarespace. You can go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to make your first purchase, go to squarespace.com/wongfu and get 10% off.
So thank you to Remi for coming out and being amazing.
Thank you for having me.
I think you
So
need to be
much fun.
a regular on our show.
Please,
Yes.
I would love that.
Oh, yeah!
That'd be amazing. I think the fans would love it, and you can bring more stories and more insight and wisdom.
Yes, give
So
it a
much-
thumbs up and
so
I'll
much
come
wisdom.
back.
Follow Remi on all the links below. She really has a great channel and great content, and we'll see you guys next Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.